Hello, my name is Rishang Verma and I have done physics honors from Institute for Excellence in Higher Education, and currently I am pursuing my master's degree in physics from DAVB Holkar Science College, and I am here to give you the BYJU'S interview for physics for grade 8 to 10th. Okay, so today my topic is electrodynamics. Okay, we will see what is the meaning of electrodynamics, and we will see what the things we are going to read in this chapter. Okay, so basically electrodynamics, if we split this word, we get two words, that is electro and dynamics. So what is the meaning of electro? Electro means charge. Okay, electro means charge, and dynamics in physics basically the study of the things which are in motion. Okay, so what is the meaning of electrodynamics? Basically electrodynamics is the study of charges which are in motion. Okay, so we have to study the charge and we have to see what the charge does when it is in motion. Okay, so before I want to start, I will just try to understand you that what is basically the charge. Okay, you have seen that charges of two type, positive and negative. Positive, negative, like charges repel each other, and unlike charges like positive and negative attract each other. Okay, so that is not the property. Okay, so charge is basically the property of material by virtue of it attracts the other things. Okay, it is always associated with matter. ठीक है, चार्ज कहाँ रहता है? चार्ज मैटर पे रहता है. चार्ज इज ऑलवेज एसोसिएटेड विथ मैटर. चार्ज मैटर के बिना कुछ भी नहीं है. ओके, सो फर्स्ट थिंग द प्रॉपर्टी. सेकंड, चार्ज इज अ स्केलर क्वांटिटी. ओके, मतलब in order to understand the charge, in order to understand the charge, we only need the magnitude. ठीक है, there is no need for direction. That is why it is a scalar quantity. Now charges are of two type, positive and negative. So there are the particles like protons which are having positive charge, and there are the particles like electrons which are having negative charge, and the charge on electron is basically 1.6 into 10 की power minus 19 coulomb. Coulomb is basically the SI unit of charge. Okay, so here we have seen the properties of charge, and the last important property of charge is the charge is invariant. Invariant means it does not depends on the frame of reference, whether you are at rest, whether you are in motion, the charge on a body remains constant. Okay, so another property of the charge is basically the quantization of charge, which means if I have a body, let's say I have a body A, then the charge on this body is the integral multiple of the charge on electron. Means I have considered the body, the charge on the body is q, then the charge on the body is always the integral multiple of charge on electron, where n is the number of electron. For example, there are 10 electrons, so what are the charge on the body? We will calculate q is equal to n into e. There are 10 electrons, so n equal to 10. What is the charge on one electron? It is 1.6 into 10 की power minus 19, so we get 1.6 into 10 की power minus 18 coulomb. So this is the charge on the body when there are 10 electrons present in that body. Like that we can solve the numericals also. Now further, if we in this chapter we focus on the flowing of the charge. When the charge flows, then it constitutes electric current. Okay, so the proper definition of current is basically the flow of charge per unit time. Per unit time. Okay, let us consider an imaginary area. This is the conductor in which electrons are flowing. Okay, if electrons are flowing like this, then positive charge are flowing like this. That is basically the convention we have used. Okay, so for say there are 5 charges which are flowing in 1 second. So basically what is the current? So current is basically charge in unit time, so we will just divide it by the total time, so we will get the current equal to 5. Okay, the SI unit, the ampere, the SI unit of charge, current is basically the ampere. Okay, in honor of the scientist, which is ampere. Okay, it is also maybe written as q is equal to n, so I is also equal to q is equal to n into t, and it is also coulomb per second. Okay, so this is basically the definition of electric current when the charge flows through the conductor per unit time. Okay, so this is basically the current. Okay, now have you seen one thing, that why the things flows? Like I have taken a body, let's say, which is hot, and I have taken the body same size, same configuration, which is cold. Okay, so have you seen something that airs always flow from higher temperature to lower temperature? कब तक? जब तक कि दोनों का टेम्परेचर सेम नहीं हो जाता. ओके, सो देयर आर द थिंग्स, many things, like you have considered a balloon which is having filled with air. When you just pinned this balloon, the air flows from higher pressure higher pressure area to lower pressure. So in physics, in universe, all the things are flowing from high level to lower level. Consider the tank which is at your home, which is always kept on your terrace, because if we that kept in that terrace, we just increase the level, so water flows from high level to lower level. Similarly, the same things, current flows when there is a potential difference. Okay, potential difference is a kind of thing, the higher potential and the lower potential. So current is always flows from higher potential to lower potential. Okay, so what is the definition of electric potential? Potential difference is basically the work done by the charge, okay, per unit charge, work done by per unit charge. Okay, so V is equal to W upon Q, because charge is flowing under the effect of some electric field. Okay, so that is why we have defined the potential difference like work done by per unit charge, because charge is flowing like this. Okay, so they are just doing the displacement, and if some body is doing displacement, then it is confirmed that work has also done. Okay, so work is basically the potential difference is basically the work done per unit charge. Okay, now the second thing about this chapter is basically the magnetic effect of electric current. Okay, so when current flows through the conductors, we have seen that magnetic fields produced around it. Okay, Oersted had told us about this. Okay, he was just doing an experiment in which he has concluded that when the current flows through this conductor, then magnetic field produced through it. Okay, we can also found the direction of magnetic field by these two laws, right hand thumb rule, screw rule, and there is also one rule, that is your palm rule. Okay, that is very easy, but we will just focus on these two, right hand thumb rule and screw rule. Okay, so when current flows through in the conductor, magnetic field produced through it. Okay, so by right hand thumb rule, I'm gonna to tell and how we can find out the direction of that magnetic field. So that is very simple rule. You have to just put your thumb like in the direction of current, and the fingers are going to tell us the direction of magnetic field. So if the conductor is like this, in which current is flowing upward, we will just point our thumb on the direction of current, and we will see the magnetic fields are like this. Okay, like magnetic fields are like this, and they are always closed loop. Okay, so magnetic fields are lying, suppose this is a conductor, then current is flowing through the magnetic field like this. If I just want to know what is the direction at that point,